All right, this is for entertainment. This is for bullshit. And this is for educational purposes only. And right now I'm on the education purpose only in this video, right? So I'm going to keep my peace with my mind and try to do this and not break down. So there's opinions out there, and the majority, we have to go with the majority, not the minority. The majority feels that Manny should not come back out of retirement and fight any professional fights. So we're going to do this educational ways, right? So let's hear on the majority, and who's speaking for the majority right now. I'm going to pick a channel, and this channel is going to break it down. And let's listen to him, because this is education. This is not bashing any opinion. This is not, because this opinion is one way, and I have another way. Okay, there's no wrong and right. It's just a way. All right. So let's listen to what this man say about Manny Pacquiao should not come out of retirement. That's one. Let's go.
His wife will probably start crying if she's there in the stands. She needs to keep her husband retired. She needs to let Manny go out the way that he went out. He already went out getting his ass whooped. And I know he's rich beyond measure over there in the Philippines. This extra millions, 20 million, 25 million, plus back end money, whatever it is that you would get to fight one of these brothers, it's not worth it. Some shit ain't worth your health. Like, I don't want to see Manny Pacquiao get done to him what I already watched Juan Manuel Marquez do to him. Like, that's what he is on his way to if he is serious about this shit. Like, you are too old for this shit. You had your era. You did your thing.
So you say you don't want to see Manny Pacquiao go out like how he got dropped by Marquez and got knocked out cold, right? Then you say his wife need to keep Manny Pacquiao retired, right? Then he's talking about how he lost to Ugas and his way out, right? So these are opinions, and respect the brother opinions. Knockout 86 TV, go and subscribe to him, whether you like him or not. You know, these are opinions. I listen to him whether I like him or not. Like the opinions. So, and I have to listen to his opinions because the majority of people out there believe that this man should stay retired. And they talking for Manny, right? That he's too old. All right, so let's break down this shit and let's dissect it. But let me use an example. Since he brought up his wife, right? Let me use an example about women that's married to gladiators. Not just gladiators, but people that work as a police officer, a fireman, right? A military man. They sign up for this, right? They sign up for this situation in times of good and bad, right? But he said his wife need to keep him retired. Okay, well, let's go on. Let's talk about gladiators right now, all right? But let me use an example from Rocky, right? Because I'm a big Rocky. When it comes to gladiators, inside and outside the ring, I feel like Rocky represents a lot in his classics, right? So let's listen to this wife of a gladiator, right? She's trying to, what? Let's go. Let's move on.
That's not it!
That is it!
Why don't you tell me the truth?
What are you putting me through, Adrian? You want to know the truth? The truth is I don't want to lose what I got. In the beginning, I didn't care about what happened to me. I go in the ring, I get busted up. I didn't care. But now there's you, there's the kid. I don't want to lose what I got.
What do we have that can't be replaced? What? A house. We got cars. We got money. We got everything but the truth. Get rid of it. Because when all the smoke is cleared and everyone's through chanting your name, it's just going to be us. And you can't live like this. We can't live like this. Because it's going to bother you for the rest of your life. Look what it's doing to you now. Paula thinks you can do it. So do I. But you gotta want to do it for the right reasons. Not for the guilt over Mickey. Not for the people. Not for the title. Not for money or me. But for you. Just you. Just you alone.
And if I lose?
And you lose. At least you lose with no excuses. no fear. And I know you can live with that.
How'd you get so tough?
I live with a fighter.
I really love you.
Yeah, I cry, man. I cried in Rocky movies, man. I grew up on Rocky movies. Yeah, I cry. Yeah, I'm a bitch ass. Yeah, I'm a bitch ass. I admit it. I cry when it comes down to his trainer, Mickey, his wife, Adrian, and his son. Those are the issues, because those are the issues that fighters go through. Family, the trainer, the wife, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I cry like a bitch ass nigga. I don't care. It is what it is. I know me. You don't know me. So I don't care. I don't have to prove nothing to none of y'all, right? So let's break it down because, yeah, that's a movie. But as a wife, you sign up for this, right? And for Adrian, a strong woman, she reinforced Rocky and said, listen, at the end of the day, if this shit is not out your system, because he's a gladiator, if it's not out your system, and she thought about it, yeah, she said, oh, I'm glad you got it out your system. If you saw in the beginning, she said, I'm so glad you got this out your system. You don't want it anymore. I'm glad you don't want it anymore. And now you offer me, we could build our nest, our family, everybody's safe, everything is good. But she knew after a while, she thought about it, she said, this ain't healthy. This ain't healthy. If this man cannot get this out his system, and he got to tell himself, a gladiator must tell himself when it's time to quit. Not another man, not a woman, not your family. Yes, they looking out for you. They're looking out for you, but you got to do this for the inside, man. You got to do this from the inside, because when the smoke's clear and everybody's not chanting your name no more, or nobody care about us, and it's just you and me, kids going, everybody's going, just you and me, and you got shit inside that you couldn't get out, well, you might end up abusing me, not physically, but mentally. You might not be there with me. You might have some resentment that I hold you back. And sometimes, even though you don't try to show it, subconsciously, it comes out. Maybe a little minor fight may end up being a major fight over some stupidity, right? So you have to understand, gladiators, come on, don't mess up now. Gladiators, they're different. They're different from a regular person. And I'm not a gladiator. I'm not a boxer. I'm not a wrestler. I'm not none of those things. The only thing is I'm a gym rat. All right. I go to the gym 5 days out the week. As I got older, 3 or 4, because it takes time to recover. And I don't strain myself like that. I don't abuse myself like that too much, like I did when I was younger. Don't have to. I just maintain now. But there's people out here that can't even dedicate and don't have no dedication and determination in the gym. And they feel like when they go to the gym, it's work. Where I feel like I'm missing something. And gym rats, you know what I'm talking about. If you miss a week, that's okay. But if you miss 2 weeks, oh my God, we stressed out. If I miss 2 or 3 days, I'm stressed out. Because it's ingrained in me. I did this when I was 20. I'm 50 years old. I started at 20. When I was in the streets in my early teenage, dibbling, dabbling, and dumb shit and stuff like that, I found a home in the gym. When I couldn't find a job, I said I'm going to stay in the gym, not in the streets. All right? And I found a family in the gym, and I started that, and now it's ingrained in me that I must go in the gym, so I'm dedicated and determination, and I mold myself from 20 to 50, and that's what it is. But there's people out there that, yeah, they got opinion. Well, I think Manny should, and I think his wife should. Well, that's an opinion. I'm not saying it's a bad opinion, because you're looking at it from the outside, just as like I'm looking on the outside, but I see a little something different that you seeing. I'm seeing that as a gladiator. What do gladiators do when they about to go in battle? We're going to die a glorious death, aren't we? We're going to die a glorious death, my fellow gladiators. And they like, yeah, this is what we cheer. They try to Tell the other gladiators, this is what's going to happen. We're going to die, but we're going to die a glorified death. Fine, with that. That's the destiny they put. See, boxers, they put obstacles in the way. They go 12 weeks of training. It's not just going into a fight. It's 12 weeks of training, right? A full camp, 12 or 6 weeks training. Then they gotta mentally get themselves there. They create roadblocks where we, as human beings, regular human beings, we want shit easy. We want shit easy. We don't want to put roadblocks. Anytime a roadblock comes, we get pissed off and got an attitude. But these guys, they put these roadblocks in front of them. They do. And it's just being competitive. And they're gladiators. So when I tell them, man, I think you should retire, you old. Now, look at this dude here. Let me give you an example. What? So that was George Foreman at 45 years old. What is that? November 5th, 1994, the MGM. He beat for the WBA championship, being the oldest champion heavyweight to ever do it. And Michael Moore was 26, I believe. That was his age, and he was 35-0. Okay? And he dropped this dude, right? But if he had listened to people saying, man, you 45, you old. This is a heavyweight fight. This is pound per pressure. This is even worse than any other welterweight or whatever. These are heavyweights. You could get retarded, dumb. You could never be the same and this and that. But as a warrior, he ain't trying to hear that. Regardless of his motives behind, maybe the money, maybe it was this. Doesn't matter the motives. If you're a warrior, you're going to do what you got to do. And what you do best is box, wrestling, whatever you do in life, in sports, you're going to do it because you're a gladiator. Right? So when I hear people say this,
Manny Pacquiao won't fight the winner of Spence and Crawford. He say, so they asked him about it. They said, will you be interested in fighting Manny Pacquiao, the winner of Earl Spence and Terence Crawford? Said, why not? If that's possible, we'll see the result first. I will watch. Well, you should stay retired. Because if you fight them, you will get your ass whooped. Either one of them. Either one of them, look, Manny Pacquiao looked his age against Jordanis Ugas. Manny Pacquiao.
And I say that, well, listen, we could go back and forth. But when it comes to a gladiator, I'm just going as close as I can get to a gladiator's mind. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So let me give an example about how two gladiators talking to each other in this, back in Rocky. We back at Rocky, man. Because it's the best examples ever. So let's run it.
I don't want to change. I like who I am.
I like who you are too, but look at that. You know? You don't want to believe this, but that ain't us up there no more, pal. We can't do that the way we did it before. We're changing. We're like turning into regular people.
Nah, Stallion. Maybe you think you're changing. But you can't change what you really are. And you can forget all this money and stuff you got all around you, man, because it don't change a thing. You and me, we don't even have a choice. See, we're born with a killer instinct that you can't just turn off and on like some radio. We have to be right in the middle of the action because we're the warriors. And without some challenge, without some damn war to fight, then the warrior may as well be dead, Stallion.
We're turning into regular people, Apollo, We turn into regular people, That's what it is, man. Now, see, Rocky, he's comfortable now. He's comfortable. He got it out of his system, right? He feels comfortable. He's laid back now. He's trying to tell Apollo, this is what it is, man. We turn. It's like we turn. And Apollo ain't trying to hear that because Apollo still got some in him, and he still want to fight. Now in the movie he dies, but as a warrior. Now this is reality, and this is being a warrior. All right, let me give you an example. Someone that's in their 20s, they go pro or whatever. There's many boxers that's young that dying in the ring. But you're worried about somebody that's old dying in the ring or getting mentally disabled in the ring. But why are you not worrying about that young dude that's in the ring? What? Because it's the time, the age difference? The same basic thing in the background is this. He went in that ring. He signed up for this shit. He went in this ring. He got hit wrong, and he wasn't built enough for this shit. And sometimes there's warriors that's not built enough for this shit at a certain age, even young to old. But he put his foot in there. So yes, in the thing, Apollo died. He died. If he died, he died. That's what Drago said. And the funny thing is that Adrian, the same woman that gave this man a speech on the beach about not giving up, right? What is it? It's not the money. We got everything. What is it? And he ended up fighting Cumberland, right? But it's the same woman that stand up on the stairs later in the future, when he see her husband relax and everything is good, but something's wrong now because Apollo's dead, and now he has another agenda. Now that warrior spirit is coming out of him. And what Adrian said, you can't win, Rocky. You can't win. And what he does, he gets in his car, he gets in those flashbacks, he goes to see his statue, throws a helmet at his statue, listening to the song, There's No Easy Way Out. Come on, bro. There's no easy way out. And he got that itch in his back, and he's trying to scratch it because this man, Drago, just killed this man, Apollo, his best friend, his trainer, right? It sparked. That gladiator came out in him. And that's what I'm trying to say. Gladiators are just so different. Warriors are so different, man. And for me to sit over here and say, man, you should retire. You should, you're going to lose. So that's the reason why I should retire as a warrior, because I'm going to lose. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out 3 times. Let's say it again. And if you ain't hear from me, you're going to hear from Blue every damn video. He got knocked out from Marquez. He got knocked out from Marquez. Let me say one more. He got knocked out by Marquez. But he got back up. This is about life too, man. Getting back up through your struggles and performing and winning. And he did that. Now, sorry, I got interrupted, a phone call. But, like I said, with the warriors and the gladiators, like let me ask gladiators, not regular human beings, right? Such as myself and others, right? Which way would you rather die? Would you rather die in the shower and you slip and you hit your head and you're dead, or would you rather die in the ring from a punch? Listen to my gladiators, okay? Because when it's time to die in a glorious battle of war, that's the speech he gives to the warriors. They say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to die a glorious death. Are you with me? And what do? They don't go, well, I don't want to die today. I don't want to die a glorious death. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there is a easy way out. And this is what majority of people want to do. The easy way out. This is the easy way out dying. No one just want to get stabbed. No one wants to get shot in the head. No one want to die a horrible death, right? But to a warrior, dying in the ring, to me, is dying what you believe in doing. If I have certain human rights that I believe in, I'm going to die for those human rights. Basically, that's what it is. If you got beliefs, you're going to die for your beliefs. Manny Pacquiao believes in God. Walk by faith, not by sight. So whatever's around that you can see and people bringing you down, it's not about that. It's about faith. Whether you lose in the ring, whether you get brain damage in the ring, you put the obstacles there. You made your destiny to have an outcome, whatever happens. Yeah, but now people are crying. You're not the same person, this and that. But it's the way you go out. And a lot of people don't like going out. They don't believe, death is scary. Yeah, it's scary. But we all going to die. That's one thing. When that person died and I'm still walking around the earth, I know one thing, life moves on. His didn't. That's one thing I know. But there's an easy way out. The easy way out is again, 99 years old, living a long life with your faculties, and then you fall asleep and then you die. And you don't even know the difference. That's an easy way out. I mean, majority of people want to die that way. You know what I'm saying? Trying to have their faculties as long as they can, maybe to 80, 90. Hey, and you could do for yourself, and you don't have to burden people to change your drawers and stuff. Just enough just to do what you got to do, fall asleep, and die. No one doesn't want roadblocks. No one doesn't want this and that and that and this. And no. We want the easy way, and that's the easiest way out of being alive and dying that way. But warriors are different, man. Warriors are different. And if you can't get that through your skull, well, then it is what it is. There's no wrong way to seeing it, because I can understand you're just a regular human. You're not superhuman like these athletes, right? And it's competitive. They're on another level, right? A competitive and having a warrior spirit and going out as a warrior. I tell you, I'd rather go out as a warrior than go out slipping in the tub, getting hit by a car, driving around getting hit by a car accident. I mean, I'd rather die what I believe in or the action that I believe in. That's it. That's my opinion. It might be wrong to you. Maybe you just want to fall asleep, die, and die at old age. And hey, majority of people are like that, so I can't say that's the wrong way. There's no wrong or right way to this. We're talking about warrior's spirit. We're talking about a regular human being. That's it. Now, let me move on to Manny Pacquiao, because I know a lot of people say, well, you know, he's cloud chasing. He really ain't going to fight no Errol or Crawford. And I say kind of no to that right now. I think you have some unfinished business. And I say F America right now. F America right now, man. Because they did you wrong, bro. They did you big. You know, the promotion companies, not just the PBC, you know what I'm saying, giving you a 2-week notice. I don't know if slipping money under the table with the PBC and the WBA and hit them stripping you that's alleged. We're going to say all allegedly, right? Of your payment of fighting Ugas, or they stripping you. I don't know. But, you know, that should irritate me, right? That should really... Let me give you an example, because I showed this example in another, but I got to bring it up again because we're talking about Manny Pacquiao. But the WBA stripping him and then fucking apologizing. I try not to curse. Oh.
Good, good. Oh, thank you.
How are you? Thank you for being such a nice man. Thank you. Thank you for all the understanding. You know, you trying to do business, you know, but I was fooled. But I'm sorry about it. No, I was fooled. No problem. I know, but
it'll be settled tonight in the ring.
You don't need to say sorry. Just you doing your job and.
But anyways, I had to do it personal, Manny, because you have behaved like a real gentleman, and you teach lessons to others, you know. So it's kind of anyway.
But did you let him know about the 100 years and the centennial?
Yes, that's one of the things. After the fight, I don't know if I go directly to Manila because I know you're busy there. You're going to be, this is 100 years of WBA centennial. You're going to be a champion, like honorary for life. You know, I have a belt that you don't made. The process is getting the ring. It's going to come to resolution afterward. It doesn't matter whatever it is.
I appreciate it.
And see, that's why I was so confused when I saw Ugas with the WBA belt, and I see Manny Pacquiao with a WBA belt, and they both sitting there with belts, and I'm like, wait a minute, they stripped him. But then they gave, you know, they apologized. That's the show. They apologized to Manny Pacquiao, saying, you know, we apologize. But why would you apologize for something you know you was wrong doing in the first place? Why would you apologize? But the only way your mind could change your mind and do an action that you know is wrong is this. Why would you do that if you know it's wrong in the first place? Then want to apologize and then say we got a 100-year WBA belt, we got to ingrain your name in it, and you're gonna have a belt, a WBA belt, just for you, Manny. And Manny, you know, he did a respectful thing. You know, he put it up there, and Ugas had his belt, and we frustrated. What the hell is going on here? But it's an apologized belt. All right, so I'm not gonna get just on the PBC and the sanctioned WBA because, like I said, there was a lot of fighters that was inactive, they didn't fight, and they still was holding that belt. All right? So, but then I could go to the top rank too. You see what I'm saying? And that promotion company. And they know Manny was on his way out. And what they do? They did an okie doke on him. They took him over there to Australia, Top Rank and Duco Promotions did a co-promotion together in Australia. They got a referee to let Jeff Horn come in as a damn middleweight, and headlocks, DDTs, suplexes, elbows, headbutts, rabbit punches, anything in the book to stop this man, and they robbed him. So you getting robbed from these promoters and, and these sanctioned, yo, listen, man, you paid the dues, Manny Pacquiao. And I'm going to tell you right now, F America right now, if you decide to come back, you got unfinished business with Ugas, man. Get the Cuban back in the ring and fight him. And I'm going to let you know right now, because I'm wearing the shirt. See, every time I do a Manny Pacquiao, because I'm a Pac-Tard, right? I'm going to let you know right now, I don't agree on you being with no promotion company, because we already know you've been promoted all your life, and we know who you are. The whole world know who you are, right? So we don't need these idiots. They need you. And matter of fact, let's get them out of the way, and let's get to the networks. Okay, you got a whole bunch of DAZN, Showtime, ESPN, all these networks know who you are. And you're the cash cow. Act like it. That's the only problem I got with Manny Pacquiao. If you ain't learned nothing from PBC and Top Rank, learn now that you are the boss. Take these motherfuckers to Manila. I'm sorry, I couldn't stop cursing. Take these niggas to Manila. Take them to Manila. If you want to do a rematch with Ugas and you want to make Ugas get some money and he could break bread, let's do the rematch with Ugas in Manila. That's right. We taking this to Manila. If Errol or Crawford decide they want to fight you, take it to Manila. You paid your dues with these damn promotion companies and the networks and all that. Let them. You are the boss. Take them to the Philippines, man. You fought all over the world. And what you say? Hello? What you saying? Oh, they're going to cheat Errol and Crawford in Manila? That's what you saying? You worried? Is there some sissified, pussyfied shit going on? Because the last thing I seen Clarissa Shields, 3-time undisputed. Yeah. 3-time undisputed. Went over to UK and did what she had to do. Then I see Devin Haney did it again. What are we talking about in Australia? So I hope I'm not hearing no pussyfied, sissified bullshit talk from this generation. Because there's only a few that's going out. They're going out of this country and getting it in. And they paid their dues. Now they're the boss. Regardless if you like it or not. Because I'm a big Shakur fan. I'm not a Devin Haney, but he's the boss. He did what he had to do. Doesn't matter of the competition that you think that Kambosu is. Regardless of that, he flew his ass over there twice and did what he had to do. Clarissa Shields went over there and did what she had to do. Okay? So I'm not mad at Pacquiao that wants to come back. It's how you come back, brother. It's how you come back. And if Errol and Crawford wants to fight and they want that cash cow money, they got to bring their ass to the Philippines, man. And I know, well, they're going to cheat. He's on steroids and all this shit. Like I said, I'm going to repeat this shit again. Do I have to show you the video of Mayweather trying to explain? And he said, hey, Mayweather, Ellaby, can you explain why I took a IV after the weigh-in before I fought Manny Pacquiao? And that's all facts. That's not speculation. That's not speculation, Flomos. Sorry I had to call you that. But that's not no speculation. He put an IV in his arm. He broke the rules of WADA, VADA, and USADA. And he did it in his own home. And plus, he took all that on account that he wanted to rehydrate. But I got to say it again. We don't know if he was rehydrating or as a masking agent. Because when you take PEDs, but then you take saline minerals and vitamins, and you take more than what you're supposed to, it's called a masking agent. And we don't know if he had any other compounds in his body. So let's just get off of Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao and who's the steroid abuser, because more facts than speculation about somebody's head. That's all I can say. So we can move on and say this and that and about, oh, they're going to get cheated over there. Well, warriors, they fight all over the world, not just Vegas. Not just Vegas. So I'm just giving you another opinion. This brother over here gives you opinion that the majority is going to believe And it's okay. And I give you a minority opinion about what I think about warriors. I'm not a warrior, right? But I do know how to train like one. That's one thing. And I do have dedication and determination. I've had that since 20 to now to 50, right? So I could get a little invoice in my head telling me, a little birdie in my head telling me how, as a gladiator, what would I think? And plus, I don't have to be a gladiator. If I believe in certain things, I'm going to die. I'll die for that instead of just dying, slipping in a damn tub or getting hit by a car or whatever. I'd rather die in the ring. It is what it is. I die by what I believe for and what I stand for. And that's a glory. That's the glory of being a warrior, a gladiator. But you won't know that because you're just a regular human. Such as myself. I'm a regular human. I'm not on that athlete status. I'm not. I don't fight as a warrior, but I do understand a little bit about being a warrior and having dedication and determination. That's one thing. When I see another man working out in the gym, they have dedication and determination. Winter, spring, whatever season it is, they in there. That's part of being a warrior, training. So all I'm saying is, I'm not here to change your mind, never that. I might be here to irritate your mind, but actually I'm just letting you read in between the lines about step out your box and say, well, being a warrior is different from being a human being. It is. They're superhuman and we're not. And they see things differently. And just think about that. There's nothing wrong about this man saying he should retire. There's nothing wrong with me saying do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Because at the end, there's only going to be an end. Regardless of the people that's around you don't like the way you end your way, but you end it your way. Not her way, not your family way, not the fans' way. You earn that right to end it whatever way you want. And hey, Manny Pacquiao is stubborn. Like I said, that exhibition might be a tease to him, where Mayweather would see it as low risk, high reward. And I'm in the limelight, and as long as I stay relevant in your mind, I hold time. Okay? And the longer I stay fighting, I'm relevant, and the more you have to say my name. Whereas Manny will look at an exhibition match and like, okay, I did this, but it's not really fulfilling me. I think I need to keep going and fight Errol Spence or Crawford or Ugas. And like I said, if there's anybody you need to fight, it's Ugas. Let's do some unfinished business, because I know when you lost, you wanted to fight, but there's a lot of people in your head, and you had the presidentry and all this, and you had to move on. But if you're going to come back, get this man with a full training camp and watching him. Because I swear, like I said, Ugas fought Manny, looping punches and moving around and shit, and all of a sudden, when he fought Spence, he just stand there, like, toe-to-toe, like, hey, man, but different changes, different fights, different styles, I guess. But Manny, if you're going to come back, focus on Ugas. And then after that, you're back where you need to be. Act like the boss. Take these dudes to the Philippines, man. I'll give Philippines some fights, man. That's all I can say, man. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to... I'm here for you to read between the lines. And I'm also here to irritate your mind. You might not like what I got to say. Like, share, dislike. Do what you got to do. But, Manny, whatever you want to do, bro, just do it. Just do it, man. Don't worry about everybody telling you what you can't do. That's life, man. It is what it is. I'm out. Peace.